Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm Arthur and you're watching Dirt Hammers Off-Road Media. Hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment. And if you're already a subscriber, hey, thanks for joining for another video. Today I'm going to go over the gear that I keep in my Jeep as far as just basic tools and recovery gear. It's still a work in progress. There's still some things I need to add. It's a process. You kind of learn as you go. But I want to currently show you what you have, and I want to hear what from you, the viewers, as far as some things I need to add to my gear to make it more complete. So let's dive in, be a quick video, and let's take a look. Okay, so I gathered everything up out of the Jeep and I got it laying out on the table. I'm going to put the camera up on a tripod and I'm going to go over everything that I currently carry and a couple of things that I think that I need to add. And of course, as I mentioned earlier in the first opening of the video, I need to understand a little bit more about what I'm missing. And also, I know that's a learn as I go process, but if there's some key things that I need to go out and get and add, let me know what that is. But let's dive in and take a look at this. Okay, so let's get started. On this end of the table, I have a Vector jump box or a power box, just to be able to jump the Jeep off. It does have some charging ports on it if you needed to charge your phone. It does got a light, little air compressor, but my main focus for this is to jumpstart the Jeep or provide assistance to somebody else. Maybe got to jump somebody else's Jeep. Next is I got these clutch. I got a 3/8 drive socket set in a metric and standard. I cut a little piece of foam to put in here to kind of keep them from rattling around. But pretty good, decent little tool, and I picked up both of those sets from Northern Tool. You see I got a variety of wrenches, or not wrenches, but a variety of pliers, side cutters, needle nose. I got a couple different sets of Allen keys, metric and standard, and I'm utilizing these little dual sport pouches that I've had from my motorcycle off-road days. Also, I got a full set of screwdrivers. You can see here. Picked up most of the stuff from Northern Tool just because it's cheap and affordable. I didn't want to take my good tools out of my toolbox and put in here. I'd rather have a dedicated trail set. So everybody needs a BFH. I got some Paracord tire repair kit. I got a pretty big exclusive or extensive repair kit here. Tire repair, an additional piece that I picked up. Also, I got a full set of the metric and standard wrenches. One thing I want to do is I want to add a couple of large wrenches for my control arms and some other large fasteners that are underneath the Jeep. So I do need to add a couple of large wrenches for that. Same thing with my socket set. I want to add a 1/2-inch drive set, or at least some 1/2-inch drive sockets to fit some of the larger fasteners underneath the Jeep. So I need to do that. I keep my SWR meter in the Jeep for tuning the CB, or usually to help somebody else tune theirs, and I got the little cable for it too. Can't go nowhere without the safe jack, bottle jack, and all of its little accessories that come with it. This is a great tool. I even use it in the driveway for working on the Jeep, so it's a great tool. Super safe to use. And also, I have a farm style jack on the Jeep that I use as well. Can't go nowhere, you gotta have a snatch block, right? So got one of those. Tire deflator from Boulder Tools. I got some drag chains. This is a chain set that came with one of my recovery kits. Basically a chain set made for dragging stuff. Maybe you got some tree limbs or a large section of tree that you cut up or you need to drag off the trail. Those are good for that. A couple extra D-rings, always got to have those. And I have I got 2 tree savers. Why? I don't know. I think one came with my a kit that I bought, so I have 2 of those. You never know. It doesn't take up a lot of space. 2 toe straps, same way. One of these came with a kit that I bought, but you can never have enough of those. 2 toe straps. Also, I got a couple pairs of gloves that I like to keep in the Jeep. I also got a heavy winch control. I also use a couple of these rig gear Venture dry bags. I have 2 of them that I keep in the Jeep, and these are perfect for putting anything that's wet or muddy in there and keeping it out of the Jeep. Typically, a lot of times if you get your clothes muddy, your gloves, maybe you got recovering a vehicle out of the mud, and your toe straps, tree savers, that stuff is muddy, throw it in that dry bag. When you get home, wash that gear out, wash the bag out, and you're done, and you don't put that muddy gear inside the Jeep. But that kind of covers what I have laid out here, and this stuff I typically keep in a large rough tote in the back of the Jeep. I do have a couple bags that some stuff goes into. And then one other thing over here on the tailgate, I keep a couple of bags, and I got a couple spare lug nuts. This is full of tie straps. That's where I keep my tie straps. Also, I keep 2 of those plastic bushings that's underneath, underneath the console. There's a linkage there for your 2, 4, and 4 low drive shift handle. So I keep a couple of those bushings just in case they break. They've been known to break, so I want to be able to fix that. Those were cheap to add. I keep a couple of pieces, keep some additional wire. Here's my cable for the SWR, but I keep a little bit of wire and some fuses. Got a little thing of fuses just to make some different types of wire repairs, electrical repairs. I want to add a little bit of an electrical repair kit to all this too. Just have a little bit more options with some connectors, things like that. What's in this final one? Oh, and here, can't go anywhere without the Kobe valves. These are emergency valves. You got emergency. If I was to have a valve stem that actually got torn off one of the wheels, these are a great option to have for repairing that and getting that tire reinflated. Almost forgot about my air compressor. This is just the, it's a clutch. Of course, come from Northern Tool, but it's, you can see it here. It's pretty much like all the kind of little generic type little air compressors, but it actually does a job. I've only used it a few times, but it does work pretty well. Okay guys, one thing that I forgot to mention, and I'm going ahead and point it out right here, is I have one of these hitch receivers with a D-ring. If I'm going to do any type of recovery of myself from the rear, or if I got to recover someone else, pull another vehicle out, I'm trusting this more than I do my D-ring mounts on my bumper. I do have an imported bumper. When I installed this bumper, those D-ring mounts, the shackle mounts, looked like they were boxed and supported and welded really nice on the backside, but I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this method of using this. Just if I need to do any type of tugging or towing or pulling somebody out, I'm going to use this just to be on the safe side. At the moment, those are just decorative. Okay guys, so you saw the video, or you're watching the video, and you saw the items that I keep in my Jeep. One thing that I forgot to show you is I do keep a gallon of antifreeze in the Jeep just to have some extra coolant. I'm trying to figure out a best solution. I want to carry some differential oil and some extra engine oil just as a caution. So I'd like to hear your ideas on how you carry differential fluid and also engine oil. There's a special container or somehow that you secure it or carry it in the Jeep. I'd love to hear about it. So hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video, drop a comment below, share the video, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.